What is up, M&M's, Skittles, and mashed potatoes? Today, topic, bumper stickers. I'm going to be talking about them. We're going to be going over the top 10 funniest bumper stickers of all time. Bumper stickers get a lot of hate for being not that funny, but maybe I'll change some minds today. Maybe I'll change my own mind, and maybe we'll find out that bumper stickers were the real funny all along. Let's get into the video. So rounding out our number 10 spot, we have a image of a man being murdered by a car. This is a classic case of vehicular manslaughter. But what's different? Well, you can clearly see that there is a plus 10 points caption in the top corner, implying that you get more points for the more people you run over, which is simply just hilarious. Obviously, it is top 10. It's not the funniest thing we got here. Foreshadowing, however, this isn't the only case of vehicular manslaughter that will appear on this list. Coming in at number 9, we have Bumper, I Hardly Know Her. Now, obviously, this is a classic little joke that some people think is funny, kind of along the lines of a "that's what she said" joke, but less funny. I have a particular bit of bias towards this one, if I'm being honest. I had this teacher in one of my classes. He was a physics teacher. I didn't have him for physics, though. I had him for a coding class. And he would always make these sort of jokes, Bumper, I hardly know her, or stuff like that. All those sort of little goofs and gags like that. And he ended up being a pedophile. And he had sexual relations with another student. So, Bumper, I Hardly Know Her, and jokes like that became an inside joke for me and the people in that class. Because when a teacher is a pedophile, it kind of makes everything a little bit funnier. So, maybe a slight bit of bias, so I knocked it down to the number 9 spot. Our number 8 spot is I Bet Jesus Would Have Used His Turn Signals. Classic trope in bumper stickers is, they're used, a lot of them have some sort of relation to Jesus. I mean, would you follow Jesus this closely being a classic example. But this one is different. This one adds some spice to it, okay? This one adds some spice, some flavor. You don't see this one a lot, so I had to put it on this list. Obviously, Jesus-related bumper stickers is pretty common, so it couldn't be way up there. Voice crack. It couldn't be way up there, but it had to be on there at least, And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Absolute cinema. Vehicular manslaughter comes in right back for the number 10, 9, 8, number 7 spot. Alright, we see this Jeep absolutely annihilate this loving family of 4, and the caption being, "No one cares about your stick figure family." This is funny. Obviously, it's funnier than the original vehicular manslaughter one we got, but still not the funniest. So let's continue on and see what else there is that is funny of bumper sticker. More video to watch. Our number 6 spot is Don't Honk at Me, My Dad is Dead. This is a very common one. I assume that a lot of you have seen this one, but it's just one of my personal favorites. I mean, Don't Honk at Me, My Dad is Dead always hits. You always get a little bit of a chuckle out of a Don't Honk at Me, My Dad is Dead, so had to appear on this list. Couldn't be near the top, but it couldn't be near the bottom. Let's go into the next one. We've made it to top 5, and leading off the titular top 5, we have Lost Your Cat, Try Looking Under My Tires. This is going to be a little bit offensive to those of you who have recently lost your cats, but for anyone who hasn't recently lost their cats, I imagine that this one is an absolute blast. What an absolute banger. peak comedy, right? They should have just stopped comedy after this bumper sticker was made, put it on a complete standstill. Very, very funny. And yet, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, it gets even funnier. Let's go in to the top 5. Our number 4 spot, just inside the top 5, is My Other Car is a Different Car. You might not understand this one right off the bat if you're not up to date with bumper sticker culture. If you're not tapped in to the bumper sticker hive mind. Let me explain. So, it is a very common thing in bumper stickers to have my other car is totaled, or my other car is in the shop, and this sort of implies that your other car is a nicer car, and the car you're driving currently is the less nice car. However, this bumper sticker right here on your screen completely flips that on its head. I mean, my other car is a different car, obviously. It's obviously a different car. Isn't that just amazing? Isn't that just amazing how it flipped bumper sticker culture on its head? Really made us all question everything for a moment there while we were reading that bumper sticker. Truly amazing. Let's get into the top 3. Number 3 is Traffic Lights, Am I Right? With the sort of apathetic looking cat next to it. You may think that this one isn't deserving of the top 3, but I would strongly disagree with that statement. I mean, imagine this. Just imagine this in the mind's eye. You're driving. You're driving behind someone. Ahead of you, you see a traffic light. And you're like, oh man, I'm driving, and I'm gonna be late for work. I hope this traffic light doesn't turn red. And then suddenly, right before the person in front of you gets to pass through the traffic light, it turns red. They stop. They have to stop. They have no choice. You have to stop as well. You're not gonna rear end this guy. Alright, you slam on your brakes, and you're stopped. All is still. The other traffic passes ahead of you as you stand there waiting for your chance to go so you're not late for work. You look down towards your other road companion's bumper and you see Traffic Lights, Am I Right? And that simple little sentence just makes your day. It makes your day. That is why that is deserving of the top 3. And I won't hear any sort of nonsense about how it doesn't belong there, because it does. And you know it does. Let's get on to the top 2. Alright, our number 2 spot, one away from number 1, but couldn't quite make the cut, is I Like Eat Apples. This one is truly majestic, yet so simple. I mean, I like eat apples. You know so much and yet so little from that bumper sticker. It is truly amazing. I think it really exemplifies how it's the small things in life that make the biggest impact on our livelihood. That is why it's in the number 2 spot. It's also really funny, so there's that. And our number 1 spot, officially the best bumper sticker ever, is Elon ate my cat. Obviously, Elon ate my cat has some political connotations to it, but I think it becomes 10 times more funnier if you just forget those political connotations exist, and you're just left with Elon ate my cat. What a hilarious little thing to have on your car. Elon ate my cat. Very, very funny. We all get a chuckle out of Elon ate my cat. I know you laughed. I saw you. I'm looking at you through the camera. That is the list. That is the top 10 funniest bumper stickers. You may be saying, hey, I've actually seen funnier bumper stickers before, but I know you're wrong, because this is the top 10 best list of bumper stickers, so it's the best, and nothing else can be better. That there it is. That's the list. End video.